Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody there? It's 10:09 p.m. UK time. Just a quick update, just to fill you all in what's happening. Hiya, Queen Wanda. How are you doing? I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you all are around the world. This is your Psychic LJ. I am not doing any predictions tonight. I just thought I'd give you a quick update to what's happening and where I am. Okay there, Queen Wanda. Good evening, Franco. I'll wait for people to come on. I believe I've multi-streamed. Well, it's a funny own time, isn't it? Hiya. How are you doing? I'll just get my coffee. I believe I'm live now on YouTube. Hiya, Homebird. Hiya, Thelma in California. Hiya, Borderline. It's lovely to see you all. Hiya, Michelle. Lorianne. Whoa, they're all coming in now. AJ, Cyber 1111. One. Yorkshire Lass, Lorraine, Cheryl. Good evening, everybody. Spanish Lady. Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? I'm doing okay. I just thought I would come on and share what's the latest. I'm a little bit apprehensive tonight. I'll wait for people to come on and I'll tell you what's happening. I'm actually all right. I feel okay. I'm just a bit nervous. Hiya, everybody. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been sending us loads of emails and messages, and apologies if I haven't been able to get back to everybody. But just wanted to fill you all in where I am at, like I promised I would. And hiya there, Debbie. Well, guys, it's the big day tomorrow for me. Oh, was David Wilcox on today? Oh, wow, I'll have to watch it later. It's the big day for me tomorrow. I'm going in for my op. So I need prayers. I need, which I know that you'll do. Happy Sunday, yes. So I'm going in for my op tomorrow. And I'm nervous, guys. I'm really nervous, a bit scared. I'm trying to not go down that route. I'm trying to be strong. And it's been one hell of a journey. I've had quite a nice day today. I've been out with my daughter-in-law and my little granddaughter. I've been to see my mother. Been with family. It's been lovely. I've seen my oldest son. Thank you. I know I've got this. But I just wanted to tell you how it's made us feel, and it's been more like a mental journey. Do you know what I mean? For anybody who doesn't know what's going on, I found a lump in my breast in the Christmas holidays. And then from there I ended up at the hospital, and then they diagnosed us with breast cancer. They said it's slow moving. They said that it's nothing to worry about. It's grade 2. I've got HER2. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's HER2 positive. So what they're going to do is they're going to take it out tomorrow and then find out what's going on with my lymph nodes and then take it from there. My oncologist is talking about a hormone therapy. It's a bit like immunotherapy. So she reckons if everything's good with the rest of the lymph nodes, that's what I'll be having. And then it's something called tamoxifen, but there's a new one what's out, which I'll take a tablet. Apparently, for women who are premenopausal, you take it for 5 years. For menopausal women, you take it for 10 years. But apparently that's nothing, that's just a tablet. So yeah, my hormones are being all up apart. That's what it's all about. So I'm talking about hormones tonight, guys. That's what's done it. A lot of people have reached out to us and asked us if I took the, and I didn't. So in my case, it wasn't that. Okay. Just wanted to confirm that. It's been too much estrogen what's grew this gremlin. Okay. And that's why they have to correct everything afterwards for us. I have been going down a lot of alternative medicines, and I have actually shrunk the damn thing, which is good. So the hospital want to know what diet I've been on, because they reckon this can help other women and men, of course. So what is being feeding this is being hormones. Too much estrogen has been feeding it. I don't know if anybody knows. I actually did not know that there was that many different cancers out there. But in my case, it was a hormonal thing. I'm clear everywhere else. I've had full body scans, and they said it's an utter miracle. I've had it for a long time, apparently. Yeah. So going back to my last mammogram, which I didn't have, which was in the lockdown, which this is what I want to talk about tonight, how important it is that you get these tests. I didn't get it in the lockdown because of all the woo-woo stuff what was going on, and I don't know if anybody else was out there. I wasn't going and getting tests done. Previous to that, I had got a mammogram, and I had a slight little lump in the same place, and they tested it, they looked at it at the hospital, and they said it was just a thickening of the muscle. But they didn't biopsy it. And that's been possibly the start of it. They reckon I've had it for quite a few years. So I've been very, very lucky. And it's going to be removed. Because I didn't want to have implants, there's so many different ways you can do this. And they don't really like putting implants in with people who've got cancer straight away. That's why a lot of ladies go the weight. Do you know what I mean? And some ladies don't get them replaced. God bless them. My mother is one of them. And strangely enough, my mother had the same breast cancer at the same age, at 59, on the same side. But it's different cancer what my mother had to what I had. So there you go. So I've needed the help with the doctors, and it's been a big thing for me because I've had to face all my fears and start again. I've been stripped, bare down, dark night of the soul, and face everything. And it's been a big thing that I've had to go through, but I believe I had to go through it. And I now understand that I'm going through this to help other women, because I don't feel it's just about cancer, breast cancer. It's about everything. It's about our health in general. I believe when the lockdowns took place, I believe that a lot of were pulled away from, that type of medicine because we were scared. And I believe that a lot of the human race went into spiritual post-traumatic stress. So it's something I've had to face, and it's something that I'm going to conquer. I'll be damned if I'm going to let this take me out. Okay? I'm still working. Guys. I'm still doing readings. And I've been told off by family that I've got to take, time out after the operation. But I'm still working. And I'm just going to take it day by day. I've been told that this immunotherapy that I will be having will make us tired. So I'm just going to blag it and take it day by day, because I don't want it to come back. So everything's been tested, and it's just a case of getting it out. It's like it's like a walnut type of shape, and it's changed shape, and then it goes up and down actually, but it has shrunk. So it's on the rise, guys, and why is it? I mean, I've gone down rabbit holes, what they're putting into the food chain. They're injecting the cows and in the milk and everything, and with estrogen. And of course, I haven't been able to get rid of it. You know what I mean? And I was eating all of this thinking I was eating healthy. So I am on organic stuff. I eat a very clean diet now, extremely clean. I've been a bit naughty today. I've had a bit of sugar, but that's allowed. I'm a bit stressed today. I've had a piece of cake, you know what I mean? But on the whole, I have had a massive 380 because I have cut complete sugar out my diet. So I've been into everything, you know. And yeah, from lemon skin to apricot kernels, you name it, I've done it. But the food chain is a worry, and it's concerned us so much because it's so expensive when you buy organic stuff, guys. But I figured out, and somebody told us, I think it was my daughter-in-law, that if you can't afford to buy organic, you can wash your vegetables and that with baking soda before you prepare them, and that does help. But there's so many exciting things happening, and I so wanted to cover it for you, and but my head's so whirling, and I need to be focused. You know what I mean? I need to be focused. So tomorrow I'm going to have it's like a suction mastectomy. They're basically taking everything out, and they're going to cut us underneath, peel it back, because they can save my nipple because of where it's situated, which is good. So, and then take fat from my tummy and put it back in. So it's quite a long operation. So yeah, I'm not somebody who's had operations, so I'm a little bit apprehensive. And I hate being like this. You know, I hate being vulnerable. So I'm like, oh. And I've had to prep the house, you know what I mean? I've got Nikki, my friend, ex-partner actually. She's coming in to watch Adam tomorrow. Here he is. I'm just live, son, okay? You know, things like doing the beds, because obviously it's going to be hard for us to lift stuff afterwards. I will have to do exercises so I don't get lymphoma. So apparently you've got to do like exercises and stuff like that. So I've just been doing the litter trays and just prepping and sorting things out. But it's awful, isn't it? It's everywhere. It's like in Princess Catherine. Oh my God. And it sort of makes sense, you know, how she didn't say anything and hold him back. And I get that. I so get that. I mean, how many times was I coming on here and I'm saying I'm dealing with something, I'll be ready. When I come out with it, I'll tell you. Because it's a big thing. It's a massive, massive thing. It's you have to process it. You have to like process it in your head and then deal with it, you know, go through the shock and that and do whatever you need to do and have your meltdowns and everything. And then you have to, like, you know, you're with your family and your loved ones. And I chose to come out with this because I didn't want to cut you out the loop. I promised myself at the Christmas time that I was going to be totally transparent, because I think that's what 2024 is about being, not that I haven't been real, but about being totally transparent. Because what we formed here is, you know, it was like a spiritualist church. We fell into that. It's strange how fate takes place. Strange how fate takes place. So we've ended up with this beautiful community, and I feel so blessed, guys, that the love that I've felt from yous, you know, and it's just like we're like one little family now. Yeah, I'm going to do my breathing exercises and everything, and everybody keeps saying, oh, you're really strong, you know, you're being brave, but I don't think I am. You know, it's something that I will sort out. Some people don't say anything to anybody, but because with this being on social media, I felt like I wanted to say this, you know what I mean? But some people don't, they go in on themselves. It sort of puts you in a bit of a precarious situation when you're on social media, because I couldn't have held it back from you guys. I literally couldn't. I don't think I could have. But I understand and get where Catherine couldn't say anything until she was ready. And we're in such times on earth now where everything is so, it's so polar opposite now, isn't it? It's like the book of the end of times type of thing. I'm not saying where the world's going to end, but it's so apparent, isn't it? In there's either very nasty, horrible people, or there's just very lovely people. There's no in between now. I'm taking all my defreeze, you name it, blue light, don't you worry, I'm onto it. And I'm the master of the smoothie maker now. I love smoothies. I'm so passionate about all of that type of thing. I'm so passionate I could open a smoothie bar or a health food shop. You know, I'm really, really passionate about everything. And you think you're awakened, and then something goes boom, and you think, God almighty, you know what I mean? It's like you've got to deal with other things which you thought you dealt with. It's hormones, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you what's happening. And I'll be taking my little iPhone into the hospital with us. I don't know if I'll come on, but I will give you an update as soon as I come back. I'm just going to pace it, basically. I don't eat much meat now, and if I do, it's organic, and it's probably chicken or fish when I eat. But I was a steak lass, you know, I ate a lot. But, and I drank a lot of milk. I've got my Wonder Woman. Yeah, she is. But, I don't know, I can't even explain it. The darkness that I've gone to in the dead of the night, you know what I mean? Sitting on my own and, hi Elisa, it's like having to deal with it, you know what I mean? And why, but it's something what's been given to us, and you just got to deal with it. You know, I wasn't feeling, well, I didn't think I was feeling poorly, but when I look back, I've always felt sluggish, tired. I thought it was my blood sugar. But apparently this HER2 cancer that I have, it can make you tired and achy. And it can hurt. You know, because I always thought that cancer doesn't hurt, but this hurts. Yeah, I've always liked like a nicey cold drink of milk. You know what I mean? With a cookie. But yeah, I'm organic now. I do like almond milk. I do drink a lot of that, and I drink a lot of coconut milk. But I'm just taking it step by step. I think once I get this operation out the way, and then I get the results back, and we decide what we're doing, the oncologist, then I'll know. You know, for me personally, I didn't want to take chemo. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I just didn't want to take it. But she said, my oncologist did say it was, it's looking good, she says, and it looks like you'll just have some hormone treatment, but she can't tell until she gets in there and looks at the main lymph, the tree trunk. So she's chasing it, really. I've had to go the old-fashioned way. I wanted to have an onco test done, because don't forget, I've gone with the NHS. I did pay privately to see my surgeon, and he was booked up privately for 2 or 3 months. I'm not saying names or anything like that, but and then I went back, and then my oncologist said, would you like to change your surgeon, because I wasn't happy with the first one. And then by a miracle, I got the surgeon who I had paid for privately, because he does NHS work first as well. So I'm very lucky. I've got 2 doctors that I found, and I think that's very important if you can find the doctors that you trust. She understands my fears. She actually said to us, and I spoke to her on, was it Friday? She said, I just want to say this to you, I'm really proud of you. And I said, why? I says, why are you proud of her? She says, because you were the girl who was going to walk out of my office. She says, and I know you're going to be all right. And so I've had to face a lot of fears. Do you know what I mean? The worst scenario is if I have to take that, she can mix it so it's mild so I can still work. I'm praying not. I don't really want that. But she thinks that I'll be all right. Immunotherapy, might have to have some radiotherapy. I don't know if there's anybody in the audience that's had radiotherapy. I've got clients who've had radiotherapy and they said it's nothing. It's just like going, having a sunbed thing and that type of thing. But yeah, as it happens at the minute, it looks like it's going to be hormone therapy, a bit like immunotherapy. But I've got a few clients who are on it and they're fine. I mean, some of them are single parents and they're still working and they're taking immunotherapy and they're absolutely fine. I'll never go back to my old ways. I'll always do all me little potions and things. You had a week of radiation, Hazeltine. Were you all right? I think everybody reacts differently, don't they? So, yeah. I think if you can find the right doctor, you're sealing. Yeah. There's quite a few people in here who've had chemotherapy, isn't there? I just think that it's changed a lot as well. I mean, the word sounds so scary, but now they can mix it where sometimes you don't even lose your hair. You don't even lose your hair. You know, they can give you things to stop you feeling sick. And if the worst scenario like that came to me, I'm not going to hide it. I'll not hide it, guys. I'm going to sport it. If that happens to me, I'm praying it's not. I'm praying I can just get some immunotherapy and then that's it. But I'll not hide it. I'll bring you through it. You know what I mean? Adam's okay, actually. I mean, obviously my sons are upset, but they're actually okay. They've been a tower of strength. So we've got Ivan now in here. Now. My daughter is on a HER2 chemo that is focusing on her HER2. And is she managing? I love vegetables and fruit. I know I'm going to be all right. But like I say, I've got a great oncologist and she understands my fears. You know, she understands, and they're like little chemists, aren't they? I think everybody's different and they can mix things to suit people. But because a lot of people are working now, it's not like it used to be. People are managing. People... Exactly. I could always have a weeknight, couldn't I? If that happens. But I'm hoping not. But like I say, if it, God forbid, if that did happen, I'm not going to hide anything. I'm not going to, because I just think that it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm going to be okay because, like they said, it's grade 2, and it's contained. So I could have had a lumpectomy. Oh, that was what I was going to say. So the Oncoy test, I couldn't get it because of because the government, had set it into place that there's only certain people on the NHS can have the Oncoy test, and because mine was HER2 positive, I couldn't have the Oncoy test. I didn't even knew this existed. So what the Oncoy test does is they take a piece of the I don't know if they do it anywhere else in Europe or anywhere else, but they do in the UK. They take a piece of the tumour and then they send it to America. It was some trial they're doing, and then they can tell if it's under a certain level what you can, you know, if it's worth having chemo or it's not, like what your chances are. But because I couldn't have the Oncoy test, I was going to do it the old-fashioned way, because I chose I chose, because the government set a programme in the UK, right? Because too many women didn't want to have the operations. So they have this thing where they give them chemotherapy for 6 months, get this one, and they shrink the tumour, and then sometimes they don't even have to have hardly anything done. I didn't want to do it that way. I just wanted it out. So I went my own way. I changed my surgeon, and that's what I'm doing. And then, so what she's going to do is, my oncologist is, she's going to go into the main trunk and she's going to see if it's floated out. I don't know how, it's very clever what they can do. And then I'll know by then. She says it's highly unlikely, but obviously they're testing it, they're chasing it. So then if it hasn't gone anywhere, I'll just be on my therapy drugs and then taking it from there. But if anybody's heard of an oncoid test done, have you heard of that? Or sometimes they're calling it, over in the States, they're calling it a mama test or something. But apparently it's 1 and 2 now. So what's causing this, guys? Yeah, each protocol is different for each cancer. But I just wanted to say that I'm still doing readings, all right? I'll be damned if I'm going to stop. I'll be damned. Obviously, I'll be taking a few days off after my operation, and I'm just going to blag it from there. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to get into exercising. I'm just going to do what I need to do. And I'm talking about this because it's so rife at the minute, and I just want to help other people. You know, for me, it was a fear thing. I mean, I've never been a one to go to the doctors. I've never been a one to go to the doctors. I've been somebody who's always gone down the alternative route. You know what I mean? But sometimes doctors can save your life. And in this case, I need help. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting it cut out, and I'm getting it cut out tomorrow. But what they're saying at the hospital is just eat what you want. But I'm very wary about what I'm eating. I'm just getting all the good food in that I can. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, everywhere else is clear. I just need to know that it's not floated off. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at the minute. And I'm just, I'm like this. And I keep laughing because I'm trying to laugh because that's what's got us through it. But I'm going for an operation tomorrow, guys. And I'm trying to be as strong as I can. And yeah, my boobs are very sore. And so apparently I've been still producing estrogen, and I shouldn't be producing estrogen, like hatching eggs or whatever, even though I don't have a period. I've still been producing estrogen. And I've just blown up like I'm full of eggs. This is what's caused it. Of course, it didn't help when I was gorging a load of bloody meat and everything, and dairy, what was full of estrogen. So there you go. But everybody's different, you know. And watching Kate, God. I mean, I know there's people out there saying it's not real, but it is real. Watching her, you can tell, can't you? You can just tell. I was scrutinising her hair because she's such a beautiful woman, and I was like looking, and I'm thinking, if she's in the middle of it and she's been out, is that a wig she's wearing? What do you guys think? Do you think Kate's wearing a wig, or do you think that she's all right? Do you think that she hasn't lost her hair? You'll have to comment on the link on that one. But she's like another Diana, isn't she? And I just think that, You know what the royal family's like. They'll have to stiff up her lip and they have to like keep everything the way they have to keep it. But the press and the trolls, they just need to do one. They just need to go and do one. Do you know what I mean? I think it's disgusting what they've been saying. And people, even YouTubers out there, what they've been saying about it, you know what I mean? What for? All to get likes, all to get the latest hit. It's somebody's life here. Do you know what I mean? It's somebody's life. She's a mother. Do you know what I mean? I think it's disgraceful. So we've got Slash Pine here. You had 6 months of chemo and you didn't lose your hair. Oh, well, that's good, isn't it? There's different types of it, isn't it? It's that the red devil one that makes you lose your hair. But you see, now what they do is they mix it with other things. My mother's cousin, two of our cousins, must be in the family with us. Apparently they had it and they didn't lose their hair and they still went to work. But I'll feel better when it's cut out. And then I've got to wait a week. But I mean, I've waited all this time, do you know what I mean? My psychic eye, guys, is gone through the roof. And I don't know if it's because the clean diet has just cleaned me pineal gland, but I'm just seeing things on a different level. But I'm telling you now, right? Because I was going to walk away from all this. When I first found all this out, I was going to walk away from it. But it actually keeps us going. I don't think I'll ever stop. You know what I mean? I'll be the girl what will be sitting in the chair getting me medicine, which will be still telling you stuff. I am telling you now, something big is going down at the minute. Something huge is going off at the moment. It's massive. And we've just got to hold the line and all keep together. So whatever it is, and I'm just going to put my trust into the doctors and keep doing me alternative stuff and everything. And I'm massively into sound therapy. I was listening to this one on YouTube, and it was a sound therapy for breast cancer, and I'm convinced that changed it or shrunk it, because it was really, I felt like the tingling when I was listening to it. But I think that if you're very empathic, you can be very susceptible to these sounds as well. Yes, I'm HER2 positive, grade 2. Now, what I've been taking recently, as well, and I've had a craving for lemon since I've had this situation. And I found a blog, and it was a black lady, actually, a lovely black lady down in London, and she went for the therapy to shrink it, but she had a craving for lemons as well. So, and I've read up that the lemon skin, if you wash your lemon and then slice it and put it in the freezer, and then you can grate the lemon rind and you can put it on your yogurt or whatever, and apparently it's stronger than chemotherapy. Now, I don't know if that's the case or not, but it's really nice. And I can't stop eating lemons, me. But the storm is brewing, isn't it? It's massively brewing. But it's not just going on. Well, I'm jumping back here too. I'm jumping back to what's happening with the politics and that. I'm not just going on about that, like all this stuff, what's happening. I'm talking about in the ether, out of this the visible light. There's something happening. There's literally something huge happening. I love sound therapy. I love it. You eat lemons. So it's like people are really feeling it. We are becoming telepathic as well. Yeah, we've got the eclipse coming. Excuse me. Yeah, I was going to try some CBT oil. There's loads of stuff out there, do you know what I mean? And I think that Thank you guys for everything that you've been sending us, because I do read it. I'm just outnumbered with, like getting back to you because there's so much. But I sort of knew something was going to happen. I knew about 10 years ago, I kept getting this flash of me sitting in a chair and they were putting something in my hand. And I kept thinking, what's that? Am I diabetes? Am I diabetic? What is it? And I've always had like that flash. So maybe it's something that I've had to deal with. Something huge is happening. Yeah, so David's picked up the 8th, hasn't he? I'm getting the 12th. And of course, it has to be all kicking off when I'm going in and out of hospital, doesn't it? But, yeah. The place where I go to, it's the cancer centre, They've got like this huge bell in there. So like when you conquer it, you can ring the bell. I don't know if that's just for chemotherapy or that's for anybody. I really don't know. But it's got like this big dong bell inside of it. The first hospital that I went to, I'll not say names, I wasn't getting a very good vibe. And then I later found out that where it was built, it was near Gallowgate in Newcastle. And it's where they hung when they did the witch trials in old Newcastle. And I was getting like this. I was literally freaking out, and I was like saying, oh, they're going to kill us, and I was like this, and I literally think I had some sort of past life thing. It was bringing something back from a past life. But I've moved hospitals now and I'm absolutely fine, and it's just because I'm so empathic. It's where I go to buildings, I feel things. So when I get on my feet, I'm going to be doing all my ghost hunts with you. We're going to be having so much fun. Like I say, nothing's going to stop me. Yeah, I'm on high doses of vitamin D3. And I like cooking now because I went off it. I went off cooking, and I think it's just modern society, isn't it? It's convenience food and all of that, and it's just freezer food. It's not good when you're eating it all the time. I've got a blood sugar thing there. I need to, like a blood sugar thing. They work. You can just prick your finger and check it. But some of the nurses are hilarious. And I don't know if I said this to you when I first went in. So when I first went in, they weigh you and they take your height. And apparently I'm 5'5". I thought I was 5'6". I must have shrunk. I'm 5'5". And then I get on the scales. Well, they do it in kilograms, and I don't understand kilograms. And it was a male nurse, right? And I goes, what's that in stone? So he's like writing it down with his pen. And then I went, you fucking what? 12 and a half fucking stone. And he goes, that's why I was writing it down, Miss Jones, so nobody could hear. They're really funny. They're really funny. They're just angels. Angels. I can't explain it. But yeah, I think that I've dissected so much of this, and it goes beyond, take the doctors and the nurses out of it, like government, you've got the government which are controlling things, and that's how Big Pharma comes in. But you can, like I say, you can take control. That's what I did. I went my way. You don't have to go by what they say. It's your body. And I think it's about taking back your power. And that's what I did. I had to tell myself that I was safe, find the right doctors, and that's what I've done. And I feel really good about it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in control for the first time. It's took us 2 months, guys. 2 months to sort this out. But the operation that I'm having done tomorrow would have cost an utter fortune if I'd gone private. So I'm really lucky. I feel so grateful that I'm getting this on the NHS. So yeah, I'm going to do long walks. But the message I want to give you tonight is don't be afraid. If you're worried about anything, get them tests. You know what I mean? You are in control. Don't feel afraid. Don't feel afraid. You know what I mean? So if you have to, like me, God forbid, ever have to go down something like I have to, you don't have to go by what the health secretaries set into place for the NHS. You can do it your own way. That's what I'm saying to you. Everybody has free will. But yeah, there's definitely something in the air, Mickey. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I feel I am. But I'll keep you updated, and yeah, I've got my little bag packed, and apparently I can have anything to eat or drink before 7 o'clock in the morning. And then after 7 o'clock, I can only have clear liquids, which is juice, black tea, water, before 11. So I must be getting my operation later on. I must be getting it in the afternoon. I'm just reading all your lovely comments. But yeah, I think that it's going to get really heavy and crazier this year. It's something big is coming in April, should I say? Something big. It's exciting, isn't it? But I think things have to come out to get better. But I've never felt more convinced that there's two militaries going on at the minute, especially in the US. There's something going on with two militaries at the moment. I like green tea, yes. So, like I say, I'll not be eating that early in the morning. Do you know what I mean? I'll have some toast before I go to bed tonight and a cup of tea, and then I'll probably just have some water in the morning. Do you know what I mean? That'll be me then. But yeah, I think that there's been a massive lesson, isn't it, what's took place, and there's more than this as well. And I said just because you're famous or you're royal, in case it doesn't mean that anyone's immune to this. No one's immune to this. It's not like she could just be like the girl next door where she could just go and hide away. Just had to publicly put something out. Awful, isn't it? Awful. But then people will say, oh, well, the Queen got it and Charles got it, but they're old. Do you know what I mean? You can look at this many different ways. Like I say, there's different types of cancer. I don't know what time the surgery is. They've just told us that I've got to be there for 11 o'clock in the morning. Tinkerbell. But, yeah, I just think that the vileness what's out there is just shocking. It's horrible, and I think it's going to get worse this year. So for healers and light workers, the ones who were trying to navigate everybody in the right direction, it's hard. Do you know what I mean? But you just got to just keep focused. We just need to keep focused. She was protecting our children, God bless her. Exactly. It's quite shocking, isn't it, the amount of people who are getting diagnosed at the moment. And there's a lot of people who don't like their GP, and I get that. So you're entitled to change your GP. I think it's about us empowering myself and putting all them empowering messages out. You know what I mean? I was running away from it, and I've had to face something head on, and then and learn how to empower that. And we can do that. We literally can. It's about not feeling afraid of anything. The amount of prayers that are coming my way, I can just feel it, and thank you so much. But God bless Catherine, yeah. And I believe she'll be okay. She'll have the best doctors on her, you know what I mean? Remember what she said, it was preventative. It's preventative. So I believe they've got it out of her, and they're just maybe doing something just to make sure it doesn't come back. She'll be fine. There's so many different diseases, isn't that, out there? So I just thought I would give you an update, and I'm going to go, and it's now 5 to 11. And I suppose I'll be better having an early night if I get any bloody sleep. Oh my God. They've said that I've got to take my piercings out, but I said, well, if I take them out, they'll close up. They said, well, they'll just stick some tape over them. So they're going to stick some, I've got an eyebrow piercing and a nose piercing. So they're just going to stick some tape over them. And they said, don't wear nail varnish. So I've took all my nail varnish off. Obviously, don't wear jewellery. So I better get to bed. You'd laugh, you know, because my mother, oh, God bless her, I've got this big pink fluffy dressing gown, pink fluffy slippers, and beautiful pink silky pyjamas. So I'll be all pink. All pink. So the message tonight is don't be afraid. We need to empower ourselves. Don't let anybody ever pull you down and tell you, you know, like negative things. You know, yes, we know there's bad stuff going on out there, you know, but not everybody is bad. It's always somebody's daughter or somebody's wife or somebody's husband or somebody's dad who could be working as that nurse or that doctor. And God's testing me, guys. God is watching. God is watching. God is testing me. And God bless you all. And thank you. And I'll be on as soon as I can again, and I'll be giving you an update. Even if I just put a text out, if I put a text out on my community page, you know, if I don't feel up to it, if I'm like, oh, I'll just, even if I put a text out on my Facebook business page, I'll put a text out that I'm home. All right, so don't worry, guys. May peace be with you all. And I'm off to watch David Wilcox and get my pyjamas on. I'll definitely text you. I'll definitely let you know. On the community page on YouTube and Facebook, I'll let you know that I'm back home. Okay, so please don't worry. And I'll see you soon. But watch this space, guys, because something's about to really get crazy in this world over the next couple of weeks. Take care. I'll see you soon. Now, how do I get out of here? I've only been on for 49 minutes. That's not me, is it? Oh, yes, I've got my Wonder Woman. She's coming with us tomorrow. Love yous lots, right?